The ability to quickly and cleanly edit music tracks to fit your video is a critical skill for any filmmaker or video editor to have. In this video, we're going to explore 5 useful music editing tips that every filmmaker should know. Number 1. Create your own cutdown. Some stock music libraries offer shortened versions of songs, such as a 15 or a 30-second version, but these will often limit you in terms of how your edit will flow. If you're trying to shorten a 2-minute track to 60 seconds, consider creating your own cutdown to match your visuals. You can find specific transition points in the song that allow you to dictate where your edit goes, rather than a pre-shortened track. Check out this cutdown that I created using 3 different parts of the same song. Every video is unique, so your music should be too. Number 2. Crossfades are essential. Clicks and pops in your audio are never a good thing. But if you just cut 2 sections of a track together without doing anything else, odds are that there's going to be some unpleasant noise at that edit point. Crossfades are a perfect tool to fix this. I generally like to use extremely short crossfades when I'm just splicing 2 sections of a song together, as this eliminates any clicks or pops but preserves the structure of the edit. Check out this music edit without a crossfade. You can clearly hear a distracting click right in the middle of that edit. Now let's take a listen with a short crossfade. Much better. Number 3. Use multiple tracks. When a simple edit won't do the trick, I like to split my song between multiple tracks and use fades rather than just crossfading on one track. You'll have a lot more control over the volume and length of the fades this way, and you'll be able to layer your audio to perfectly match the emotions in your story. Check out this music edit that uses 2 different tracks. It's got the perfect amount of build and they go seamlessly together. Now let's listen to that same edit but using only a crossfade on one track. Not nearly as good, there's just not as much control. Number 4. Keep it musical. We all know a clunky music edit when we hear one. So how do we avoid this? The biggest reason why some music edits sound so disruptive and distracting is because they interrupt the flow of the song. Take this music edit for example. Something's just not quite right. When you're editing a piece of music, you need to think like a musician. You should be able to tap your foot to the beat before and after your edit without any interruption. Generally, you want to make music edits at the beginning of a measure or on a downbeat. It can also be helpful to use the peaks of the waveform to really dial in that perfect spot to switch things up. Number 5. Pick songs in the same key. When you're cutting 2 different tracks together, your job will be a lot easier if they're in the same key. This one can be a bit tricky if you don't have a musical background, but even if you don't, if you listen critically to both tracks back to back, you should be able to just feel if they'll go well together or not. Try humming along with the very beginning of each song. If you're humming mostly the same notes, your tracks will probably go well together. But if you have to significantly change pitch when switching to that second track, you might want to find a different one. Check out the way these 2 tracks go together. They're both in the same key. These tips and tricks have helped me a ton over the years as a video editor, and they've ensured that my projects are elevated by my music rather than constrained by it. We hope that you'll find these useful and that they can be applied to your next edit.